Hoy hoy everyone, and welcome into Disney Parks and Review here at the Chip and Company Podcast Network. Welcome in today. We got a lot we're about to talk about. We are going to go over Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in depth. But before we do that, as always, I am joined by the proprietor? What am I trying to say here, Chip? Either way, I'm the man who runs this whole show, Mr. Chip Confer himself. Chip, how you doing today, my friend?
Good. I'm eating lunch while we record this, just
That's
to let
great.
you know.
Wonderful. What are we having for lunch today, Chip?
Homemade cheese tortellini.
Ah, okay. Well, then.
Yeah, so pretty good.
Oh, that's exactly what people are going to want to hear. You eating while they're driving in their car listening. That's great. Thank you. I'm going to do most of the talking in the beginning part here, people. Welcome in. The chaos has started. So, Chip, this week we got to just jump right into this. We spent a whole lot of time doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We went the first night it opened. It rained. There's our review. We went. Got over
there. You've been living there for the past week.
You would think they would set me up in that castle suite by now with how much I'm over there.
Yeah, really.
I'm up to 18 days in a row. It's been a lot, but
you're living the dream, man.
I'm living, and honestly, it is a dream, man. Like I literally get paid to go to Disney. And I'm lucky that way. We did get over to Animal Kingdom and Epcot, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we'll spend most of our time talking about the first night. And then, of course, we had media night, which was last night. Disney was gracious enough to invite us out, and we had such an amazing time. So let's get right into this, Chip. We're going to talk entering the park, going through everything, the rain, what got canceled, what didn't get canceled.
You're basically giving us a review of both nights.
Yes.
Start to finish.
Welcome in, everybody. So as you walk in, what's great is coming off the boat, the ferry, or coming in off the monorail, two giant pumpkins meet you. You walk in, you have your tickets. Instantly, you get tagged and bagged, as I call it. You get your wristband, which makes sure really it's only for entering and while they clear out the park, because you have to show your wristband only in the beginning of the night, and you hold it up above you as you're going through certain ropes while everybody else is leaving the park. It was sold out.
What do you do if you're inside already?
You can go over to Tomorrowland and you can pick up your wristband there. Also over in Adventureland, there is a spot over there, and I believe by the ticketing center in Liberty Square. But don't quote me on that last one. But I definitely know Tomorrowland because we picked up our bag there. And so you can stay inside the park and get your wristband to stay for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. As soon as you walk in, what's great about walking in is they have the omnibus is all decorated and kind of points you in the right direction on where you want to go. So you come in, go under the railroad tracks, enter into the Magic Kingdom, which is decorated, and you instantly know that you are there for a fun and special time. And
My
it
hand
is
raised
decorated.
right now.
Yes, sir. You in the back.
What time can you actually get to the party? Like,
So
if you don't have
can-
tickets for that day.
Right. So if you do not have tickets, the awesome thing is you can actually show up. The party starts at 7 p.m. You can show up starting at 4 p.m. and get your wristband and walk into the park. So you get an extra 3 hours of park time before the party even starts, Chip.
Oh, nice. I like that.
It is nice. So you can get a few snacks. You can get a few things that are not party exclusive, because they do have fall snacks out that are party exclusive, and some that are available during the day also. They are very adamant that they do not sell the exclusive ones until 7 p.m. And we will get into that in a second. The nice thing is when you are there on a regular night, they have those outside walkways that alleviate the crowd down Main Street. So there's two side exits. Well, they make it as an entrance for going into the park. So you don't walk in and go directly down Main Street. You walk in and go down the side. And what's really cool is there's some photo ops and some statues in that area, there is who is in that area, man? It's really cool. I'm trying to bring up.
There was
we have,
Minnie.
yeah, Mouseketeer Pluto,
Yeah,
Mouseketeer Donald, Minnie, Princess Minnie, and Jester Goofy are these giants. They look like the 50th anniversary statues. They're a little bit larger than that, but really cute as you walk in. And then, of course, they have the inflatables to pick up your bag. And one of the nice things is the first thing you get is a a regular size.
Yeah, not giant.
I'm thinking of all the mini candy they hand out. The first one you get is a regular sized M&M.
What kind of M&M? Did you eat them already?
I didn't trick or treat that night. I was so busy. I forgot the trick or treat trip.
Was it pretzel? I think it was a pretzel M&Ms.
It was not in the normal black bag.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to the pictures and see which one it was.
I do have pictures somewhere. I don't remember which one. See if I go to too many pictures. Wait. Oh, it should be around here. There it is. It is.
Ask Holly, she would know.
Crunchy cookie, Chip. It was crunchy cookie.
Okay.
They are in a light blue bag, so you get the crunchy cookie, full size bag of M&Ms. Man, I didn't think people would care about that, but man, people cared about that. I was surprised. So before
that's a $200 bag of M&Ms right there.
Right. So before the party started at 7, we got in there about 5:30. We got to walk around and check out, like they have photo ops that are set up there now. They have a Sleepy Hollow one, which are there. And when I say photo op, I mean like the photo op you can walk inside the picture. So what are they? Stand-in photo ops would be the proper term.
Yeah, it's like the ones they do use in Epcot during the which event is that?
Arts,
Festival
of the Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Arts. They have a bunch of those around, and I'm gonna give everybody a little trick and let you guys know. If you go over early, you first off when you walk in, you will see the Sleepy Hollow one. It's right as you enter into the hub from that entrance. Go over to Tomorrowland and Stitch's Great Escape. The foyer or the entrance is open. Go inside. It's a small plain door. You don't know that it's open. It really is open. And you go inside and there is a Monsters Laugh Floor one. But more importantly, there's one for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in there. Not only that,
but you never see that.
You never see that. Like, and it was old school stuff. Like, I thought that was really cool of Disney to put out this year. But the trick is, not a lot of people know it's there. So please go over there, read the map, people, because the map tells you where it all is. And this one can be overlooked. So please go in there for a photo op. And then, of course, get your photo ops done quickly on Main Street. It fills up and the lines get really deep. So get the ones that you want and you thought were special. Check out chipandcompany.com. We actually have an article on the PhotoPass and Memory Maker and the special shots we have for Halloween.
Yeah, that took me forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because there's so many of them. Like, there's so much to do right away. And listen, if you guys think you're going there to ride rides, you're not. There's so much going on other than riding a ride that you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I for one, love spending 3 hours in line to see Jack and Sally.
Oh, let's go back to that. So as you enter the Magic Kingdom, I'm going to back up. Okay, we're going to back up. We're going backwards. As you enter the Magic Kingdom, to your right-hand side is Town Square Theater, where Mickey and Minnie normally meet, right? Mickey is there dressed up in his Halloween costume. At 4 p.m., you can get in line to meet Jack and Sally because by 5 p.m., the line was 2.5 hours long for them to start at 7 p.m. No, thank you. I don't want to spend my whole party waiting in line to meet Jack and Sally. And Disney was smart enough that we're like, yeah, you can't do a photo drive-by. You can't just get their pictures because they're inside the building, Chip. At one point during the first night, the line was at 3.5 hours.
That's crazy.
That is cray.
I feel like we need some Halloween music instead of this chill music.
Yeah, do you have something?
Yeah, let me pause this and let's see if this one works.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Behind the Scenes at Chip and Company. I feel so much better now, Chip. That is so much better.
I mean, we're talking so much Halloween.
This is all Halloween the whole time. So,
yep.
I will tell you this. The first thing we did was we wanted to try the sweet corn ice cream. I say to you, sweet corn ice cream. What do you think?
I think candy corn.
Right. I think candy corn. In my head, I was going, I'm going to have a candy corn ice cream. So I'm thinking while I take the first bite of this, this is definitely candy corn. And it was not.
Oh.
And I even the next night or the next time we got there and had the interview with the food specialist, the chef over there, the food specialist. Oh, man. We talked to the chef who created this. And I was like, listen, I need to know, is that like sweet corn as in, hey, this is really sweet, sugary, or is that like sweet corn off the cob? Because I was confused. And he's like, yup, off the cob. And I went, I was like, why did you do that?
They're trying to trick all the kids to eat their vegetables.
It was so good in a weird way. I've never been more confused by an ice cream in my life. But people...
But it had a candy corn right on it, didn't it?
It did. Like,
Yeah.
everything points to it. It literally says sweet corn cone. It's a sweet corn and vanilla swirl. You think it's candy corn. Nope. It is really sweet corn and vanilla.
Missed opportunity.
It's like eating creamed corn ice cream. I'm not even kidding about that. Ladies and gentlemen, try the creamed corn ice cream.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
I have a recipe for corn muffins. You know the Jif, the little boxes of Jif.
Yo, yeah, with the blue and white box.
You add cream corn to that instead of the water, and it makes the best corn muffins you'll ever have in your life.
Yum. I'm going to have to try that now. Maybe we can make that into ice cream too. Because Disney just did. That was a questionable. That was a really questionable snack. And then also we ran back over to Main Street because I needed more coffee and stuff like that. And unfortunately, Joffrey's was closed between 6 and 7. So we went to the Main Street Bakery and got ourselves nice coffee and tried Oh My Gourd. Cupcake.
Oh my gourd.
Oh, comma, my gourd. It was one of the best cupcakes I've ever had at Disney.
Wow.
There was not too much icing on it. It had that pumpkin spice flavor to it. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I'm going to say pumpkin spice, like that sweet, really, really good. Yeah, I'm not thinking. The words are not coming to me right now, Chip. But I will say that. Yeah, that's my life right now. That's my brain. I'm tired, man.
Let me ask you: did they announce that Oh My Gourd, the best cupcake ever, was going to be at the Main Street Bakery?
They did announce it. Yeah, we did.
So they were up front saying, "Get your cupcake here."
What? Oh my God, it's going to be sold here. We got cupcakes here. Come get your cupcakes. Oh My Gourd is available all the time at Magic Kingdom, so go try that out. Seriously, it is spice cake. It was like a spice cake.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know why I can't
to get to that.
Yes, thank you. Like this whole joke was just leading up to me to go spice cake. While we were on Main Street at that point, right before the party started, we went to go see, because we always know that they release specialty merch and don't drop it until 7 p.m. We did get to see one or two things, Chip, but please let me tell you about the line for merch the first night. It started at the front entrance to the Emporium, and not the main entrance you see as you come off Main Street, but the one on the other side by the barber shop was the entrance for the exclusive merch. The line went down the front of the Emporium, made a right, went all the way down Main Street. And I'm not talking all the way down Main Street like, all the way. No, it ended up at Casey's.
Oh, wow.
Like, the end of the line was the front of Casey's. So imagine going all the way down Main Street, hanging a right at the Emporium, going all the way down that road to the barbershop, and then going in. It was 3 hours long on opening night.
So just like meeting Jack and Sally, you could pretty much eat up your whole night doing those two things.
That was your whole night. If you wanted party exclusive merch, which was crazy because night 2, not one line, and they had it for sale all over the place. Don't understand it. Don't understand it at all. Well, I do understand it, and it starts with a re and ends with sellers.
Well, that's smart then.
So yeah, the first night they were very strict about getting in there, and you had to wait in line and stuff. So by 7 p.m., the party started, Chip. And let me tell you, it's so nice to sit on Main Street, and they do the announcement after they swept all the people who didn't have wristbands out. They do the march down Main Street. They make sure that you're all banded up. The party starts, and they make the announcement at the hub at Cinderella Castle, and it's like, oh my gosh. And literally the lights change, the whole vibe of the place changes, music starts in Tomorrowland, music starts in Adventureland, and you know you're doing something special. So the first thing we did was run over to Anti-Gravity's and get ourselves the not so poison apple pie milkshake. And let me tell you, another great job by Disney. The top had this green apple sweet tart, like foam on top of it. The milkshake tasted like apple. Really well done. It
looked really good too. 2
cinnamon donuts on the side that looked like Mickey ears on it. It looked great. It tasted great. Only downfall, it's a very thick shake, Chip. And paper straws do not work well with a thick shake.
No,
so we ended up eating it with a spoon instead of drinking it.
You carry around a book bag with you, don't you?
Yes.
How come you don't go to some of the places like over in Epcot, the La Cava? They have those agave nectar straws.
Dude, those straws are everywhere.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I usually carry a bunch of those in my bag with me. I get them from Joffrey's.
I have the metal straws that I carry with me, and then I have the Disney World plastic ones that I just didn't clean from the last time I was there. That was on me, Chip. That was my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, we have them. Didn't clean them. It's kind of gross. I'm ratting myself out right now. Once in a while, you just throw your bag down. You're like, I'm done for the day. And then a week passes, and you're like, ew, I should have cleaned that. And then you have to go buy new ones. So yeah, since we were over in Tomorrowland, they were having the monstrous Scream-O-Ween ball going on over there.
Scream-O-Ween.
Scream-O-Ween, baby. Scream-O-Ween. Scream-O-Ween? Scream-O-Ween. Did I say ween or weem? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We got to see, and please, everybody go check out the Instagram and Facebook, because we put up so much of this, and you could see it. Like, George Sanderson was over there. 2319. We got a 2319.
That was probably the best character of the night, I think.
That was excellent. And then
Holly
Mike
got him like
out.
Right in his face. Really
and he interacted with everybody. Like, he had dance-offs with people. Just to go in and see these specialty characters is so worth the price if you're a Disney fan. Like, we got to see the Country Bears, all of them. They were like, at one point, I have a reel of them. They were doing the walk the line thing, and people were clapping for them. And then the other bears would come in and mess them up. And there was Liver Lips just hanging out with
Liver Lips.
What's the guy? Blood on the Saddle, one Big Al, and like 4 other Country Bears that I don't remember the names of for some odd reason. I can't remember names of Country Bears. You know, the one who does the thing, and then the other bear who looks like a bear.
Brown bear?
Yes. No, not brown bear. He's a different bear. That's Winnie the Pooh bear. We ran into, literally, Chip, we ran into Jafar. I was walking and did not notice, and I felt a tap on my shoulder and turned, and I looked, and then I had to look straight up, and that was Jafar. I was like, oh, I'm walking with Jafar.
You were walking backwards, weren't you?
Yes. It was, well, I turned around as soon as he touched my shoulder, but that was a really cool, like, you just don't expect that. We got to see Jafar. We saw the genie was over there with Jasmine. Yeah. We got to see that they were selling new balloons over there. So if you're looking for the little ones, if they want a balloon, there is specialty Mickey Not So Scary Halloween balloons that are out. So that was cool. The first show we saw, Chip, at 7:25, we got to see the Cadaver Dans over on top of the Country Bear Jamboree. And we recorded it. So you guys can go to YouTube, the Chip and Company YouTube page, and you guys can watch the Cadaver Dans. And they did a great job, man. It's a quick 15-minute show. You just kind of watch them sing, and they do it, I think, 4 times a night. You can watch the Cadaver Dans. Yeah, I wish I had the times, but it's like 7 o'clock. I think they start 7:25. We didn't get to do too much other than that because we had plans. Like, we were going to do Cadaver Dance, Spelltacular, Parade, Fireworks, Parade, Spelltacular.
They keep you pretty busy.
Yeah, we were schmoovin', buddy. We were schmoovin'.
You got to have a game plan on like what you want to do.
Yeah, and for us, because we're trying to bring people the information about it, we have to be very focused on what we're doing. So we didn't get a lot of peripheral stuff and do too many snacks or treats that night because we had a second night, which was media night, which we'll talk about momentarily. So after Cadaver Dans, we got over to see the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. Now, this is where everything just decides to go wrong, Chip. Like, just all of our plans, you could crumple them up and throw them away, then light them on fire, and then blow the ashes to wherever you want to blow them, because everything just, it was one disaster after a next, and it just, I mean, you just have to roll with things, Chip. As we're setting up to record Hocus Pocus, lightning starts striking. And you can just see it in a distance, and you're like, oh, that's like 10 miles away. Like, you're just seeing the outside flashes of it. Okay. Spelltacular starts, okay? And people have jam-packed the hub for this. Like, this is what so many people have waited for. Like, Boo Bash through that last year, the cancellation the year before. Like, people were just ready to go for Spelltacular. And the show starts, and people are hooting and hollering and clapping and having a good time. And then lightning strikes. And it was just like, oh, that was really close. And we know that this may not continue. Well, 2 minutes later, as Oogie Boogie is coming out to do his big number, Dr. Facilier had already done his number. Oogie Boogie literally starts singing. And the music stops, his voice stops, and Oogie Boogie is rushed off stage like he's Elvis. Like, Oogie has left the building, man, and they cleared that stage off, and within 2 minutes, huge lightning strikes, giant thunder, and the skies open up, and it is pouring. Chip, I mean, just one of those Florida humid day showers of doom.
You usually don't get those at night. They usually come around 4 or 5 o'clock. So I was surprised.
It blew me away that it happened that late. Now I saw the lightning in the distance. Like, it's not going to affect us. Nope. It hit us so dang hard. So we had to go run inside. We had to go hide. We got to hide under the teacups, which was fun. We got to watch that overlay they have over there. Tweedledee and Tweedledum were meeting over there, so they got rushed away. But we did take a few minutes after it lightened up a little bit and ran over to, what is that in Tomorrowland? That the food place. Not Tomorrowland Terrace.
Starlight Cafe.
Starlight Cafe. Thank you. Which, by the way, big ups to what's his name? Oh my God, what's the alien that plays?
Sunny D.
Sunny D. Sunny Eclipse. I just want to say big ups to Sunny Eclipse. May you rest in peace.
Sunny D was on the episode yesterday.
Yes, which you can go back and listen to, hear us as we're kind of joking around about Sunny Eclipse. We got news that the gentleman who voiced him passed away, and it was like one of the most surreal moments of my life, and I felt horrible. So it rained. We as we were in Tomorrowland at Starlight Cafe, we got to see the Zombies Bash. So we got a lot of pictures of the zombies. They kind of announced that last minute. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was really cool. Like, they had a DJ in there. We got to see a lot of kids dancing because it's a Zombies 3 type thing. There was zombies dancing, Chip. I thought it was awesome. So, rain. It starts slowing down a little bit, and it's about 10. Let's see. What time was it? It was about 10:05, and it kind of lessened, and we were like, you know what? Fireworks are supposed to start. Let's go out and see if anything's happening. So we walk back to the hub, and it's just raining a little bit, and we get by the partner statue, and nobody is around us. Like, the hub was dead empty, Chip. Oh, wow. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. They didn't mention it was canceled. Right as the fireworks are about to start, they were like, hey, we're just delayed a few minutes. We'll be right with you, as Disney does. And within 10 minutes, they started the fireworks. Show off, and it was great because it was empty. Like, everybody was still hiding in rides.
Was it looked, when I looked at your video, it looked like it was very cloudy or smoky.
It was that Florida, it had just rained, and once the rain stops down here, all air movement stops.
Yeah.
Every bit of air just stops moving, so there's no wind to blow the smoke away from anything. So the smoke kind of just sat there when they were lighting off fireworks, and it just got cloudier and cloudier and smokier, and to the point where we almost couldn't see the stage by the end. The camera picks it up great, but we personally there could not see. But Spelltacular did go off. It really did fill in by the time it was done. It filled in, and everybody got to see the fireworks show. By that point, it was still, the ground was wet. It was just nasty out. So you were walking in wet shoes basically for the rest of the night, which made it not so comfortable Halloween.
Unless you're wearing Crocs.
Right. Which I will not endorse or say anything about. After that, it was time for the, Mickey's Boo to You Halloween parade. Again, no mention of it being delayed, no mentioning of it not happening. This was, by the way, the 11:15 parade. The first parade had been canceled. So, Spelltacular, we had two shows canceled, 3 shows by the time we were done, and the first parade got canceled. So people go there and want to see the parade, the fireworks, and the show, and then most of the time people leave after that. This one, everybody was hanging on because everybody was waiting for the parade. Mm-hmm. We got down to Main Street, went down to Town Square, and as we're waiting for the parade, we found a great spot. All of a sudden, who comes out? None other than Max cosplaying as Powerline. And they do the song, and he dances from he dances from Uptown Jewelers all the way down to Town Square and around Town Square all the way to the exit.
Does he stop at all, or is it just
he does?
Okay.
No, he stops and does like a 2-minute dance routine, and then he parades down the street, and then he stops at the train station and he does a 3-minute routine, and then he parades on to the next spot. So if you're sitting down there, you hear the song probably like 20 times, and it gets really annoying. That's between you and I.
Yeah.
But it was having them add Max as cosplay, and it was very important. They know it was Max cosplaying as Powerline, so it really was Max Goof as Powerline. There was no Headless Horseman that night. The word is, Chip, and I do believe this, that if the ground is slick and it just rained, they will not have the horse go down Main Street. It's a safety precaution for the horse, not the human or not the headless guy. Not Ichabod Crane. Who was the head? I don't know. Anyway, the Headless Horseman himself cannot come down on the horse for the horse's safety because it's slick. So no horseman that night. The parade did happen. And let me tell you, Chip, like that's one of the best parades they have at Magic Kingdom.
Agreed. Yeah.
Just everything about it, because you get your Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, you get your characters, your Winnie the Poohs, Tigger. But then it gets dark towards the end, and it becomes like the villains parade, where you have the Gravediggers, the Haunted Mansion. They had the Madame Leota statue going down the street. It was great. The Gravediggers, like, they normally do the shovel thing on the ground where they make sparks. It was wet, no sparks.
Yeah.
So it was just a whole lot of racket. But again, great to see them. It was great to see Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope. When Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope go by, it smells like candy. Like, that's just brilliant. Just that little touch that Disney does that makes Boo to You really good. And then, of course, it ends with the villains. And you're like, man, I just saw something really cool. And it takes 25 minutes to watch that parade go by. So, yeah.
Now, what you get, because I was watching it last night, you have the Headless Horseman first.
Correct.
Then Max.
Yep.
And then how long is the wait before you see the rest of them?
For us, it was probably 10 more minutes.
Okay. I was watching the live and...
No, I'm 5 to 7. I don't want to go 10. 5 to 7 minutes until you see the parade. And where we stood, you could see the parade by the castle slowly making its way over.
Okay.
It's a slow moving. It's not as horribly slow moving, but it's slow moving. Like, they make sure you get time with and to see everything. After the parade, because it was still happening and we were still happy, we were still waiting to see Villain Spelltacular. Like, we just wanted to see that show, Chip. So while we waited for midnight to come around, we went over to Storybook Circus, to the Disney Junior. What is it called? It is the Storybook Circus Disney Junior Jam. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, you want that? I'll get it to you.
Hold on, let me do it again. It was the Storybook Circus Disney Junior Jam.
There you go.
We got to work on our timing, man. Our timing
Well,
is horrible.
it's a delay. I press it and it takes like a second.
It's a delay. We'll try that again some other time. We went, it was after 11. It was close to like 11:30 when we went over there, Chip, and we were the only ones over there, my friends. And we got to see some amazing characters and have one-on-one time with, let me go through this, Fancy Nancy, Doc McStuffins, Timon was out there, Minnie Mouse in her costume, Daisy in her costume, Donald in his costume, and Goofy. So all those characters, and no one was there. We literally had the whole place to ourselves with these characters. I was a child at that point, Chip. It was so magical. I just you felt like a little kid hanging out in Storybook Circus and seeing all the. I don't know, man. It was just
okay. I'm back. What I miss?
Yeah. On our way back to, you're like whatever. On our way back to see.
I don't have kids that watch Disney Junior anymore. So.
Right. Yeah, it happens. On the way back to watch Spelltacular, we stopped at Casey's and got the Pain and Panic hot dog. It is well named because that's what my stomach was doing for the next 2 days. It was in pain and I panicked.
Were those spicy Cheetos on top?
Yes, they were the hot Cheetos.
Okay.
On top of a onion relish hot dog.
All right.
Yes, I don't know what came over me to go, I want that. But it did, and then I regretted my choices for the rest of the evening and into the next day. So, buyer beware. Pain and Panic hot dog. Yeah.
We'll give you Pain and Panic the next day.
It lives up to its name. So let's finish off this first night with this. Two things. Spelltacular was going to happen at midnight. We were psyched and ready to go, Chip. It had stopped raining, but it was still really wet out. Like, it did not... Normally in Florida, it sucks up the moisture instantly, and it just becomes humid. No, it was still pretty nasty out. That's
why I said if it rains at night, it's usually gross the rest of the night.
And it was. So instead of doing the whole Spelltacular, which we were hoping for, they did the finale only. They did 3 minutes. They did some fireworks. They did a thank you, and they were out the door. So we did not get the whole show of Hocus Pocus on the first night. Little disappointing, but
can I make an observation?
Absolutely.
There's a lot of spectaculars and spelltaculars.
There are, Chip. Disney, obviously, whoever put these together was like, I like this word. I'm going to
word of the day calendar.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was on the day they were doing Mickey's Not So Scary. Little disappointed, but we left happy. We had a great time that first night. Yes,
and we left with a goodie too, didn't you?
Yes. So on the way out, and this is happening all for every party. Each person who leaves is given a lithograph.
Would I get one?
Yes, I have one for you.
Nice.
I also have a hat for you and a few other things.
Okay.
But yeah, we got one for you last night, and it is a lithograph that shows Mickey walking up to the castle, and it has the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. It is special for this year only. They said it was for the 50th anniversary. Thank you, Disney. I thought that was a good way to cap it off. Only problem, Chip, it bogs you down leaving the park. Like, you have to go through and be handed one of these. So getting out of the park is a little iffy right now because of that. So take your time, everybody. Relax when you leave. Which brings us to our first commercial, because I've talked for 35 minutes already. So let's
37 minutes. All right.
Do you love Chip and Company podcast? Be sure to head over to chipandco.com for even more Disney Parks news, entertainment, and review podcasts. Chip and Company has been delivering the best in Disney news, planning tips, and more since 2009. And now you can get that news in an audio-only format 5 days a week. Join us every Monday on Diz Life Podcast and start your week off the right way by living your best Disney life. Tuesday is our News and Review podcast, discussing the latest breaking news from the Walt Disney Corporation. Every Wednesday, we're discussing the latest in Disney parks in our Parks and Review podcast with Greg and Chip. Thursdays have Mark and Greg breaking down the top headlines of the week in And Company, a brand new podcast. And don't forget to tune in for Extra every single weekend with deep dives on the biggest headlines. Get that extra dose of Disney in your weekly commute, your time on the treadmill, or even just relax around the house. So what are you waiting for? Head over to chipandco.com today and become part of the fastest growing podcast network in the Disney community. We hope that you enjoyed today's podcast, and thank you for being a part of our podcast family.
So, Chip, we don't just spend all of our time at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, even though we're going to go back to it in a moment. We did get over to the Animal Kingdom and Epcot this week. So I just want to share a few things before we get to night 2 of Mickey's Not So Scary. Over at Animal Kingdom, we got to hang out with some friends, and, you know, it was nice. It was a nice day at the park. This was Mark. Okay. We hung out with Mark. Mark Valentine, Diz Life Podcast. Also here, Chip and Company Podcast Network. Monday's show and Company on Thursday. You can hear Mark. Mark's down here, so him and I hung out. I'm surprised he's not sick of hanging out with me by now.
Mark and Company.
Mark and Company. Yeah, I'm just And Company anymore.
Yep.
I'm not Chip. I'm not Mark. I'm And Company. We went over there. A few things I want to point out. One is Finding Nemo. We got to see, like, we did Media Day when it opened up a few months ago. That show is so fun, man. Like, I got to take my daughter, and his daughter was there, and his wife, and Holly was there. And it was really cool watching the kids watch that show and just watching them being enamored with that. And somewhere along the lines, Chip, at some point, I don't know what happens, but you stop realizing that there's a human controlling the puppets, and you're just paying attention to the puppets. And I walked out of there. I was like, did I just forget that humans exist for a minute. It was quite interesting. Few other things. Yeah, a few other things we rode that day. Obviously, we were over in that area, so we rode Dinosaur. My left knee has not recovered because that ride.
Did you not do the trick that I taught you?
I did do that trick, and one time we hit a bump a little harder than normal, and it took my knee out.
So for the people at home, when you ride Dinosaur or you ride the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, what you do is I don't even hold on with my hands anymore. I put my feet up underneath your bag, and then you do like a leg press. So you're pushing against the back of your seat, and you're pushing down with your legs. So you're holding yourself in place so you don't move around anywhere. That's what I always do.
I also happen to be a giant compared to you, so my knees hit.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that problem.
Yeah, see, there's the difference right there. Yeah, Dinosaur is it. I hope it gets an overhaul. I'm just saying that. We got over to Flight of Passage. As always, we actually ate at Satuli Canteen, of course, and had the noodle bowls, which you are the one who turned me on to that. Mm-hmm. So thank you for doing that, because that's one of my favorite dishes at Animal Kingdom. We did ride Flight of Passage. Man, I will say this about that. The ride looked clearer than it has in a long time, so that was excellent. But the Lightning Lane line took us like 45 minutes, which is half the time of the 85 or 90 minute.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
But it was one of the longest waits I've ever had for Lightning Lane or DAS Pass that I can remember. So,
well, they're saying 90% of people are buying Lightning Lane.
Yeah, they're really happy with that. So,
well, no, I don't know that they're happy. I think they have no choice.
No. I meant Disney was happy that people were buying it.
Yeah.
I think as a corporation, they're like, yes, please buy this. We got over on the way out of there. We got to see a few merch things I want to mention. The Vault Collection has a new Spirit jersey out, which shows Cinderella Castle in this cool retro, what would you call that, 70s style block pattern? It's almost 60s style, but I think it's 70s style. So
yeah, late 60s, early 70s, I'd say.
Yeah, so Disney opened in 71, so we'll say early 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's over at the Vault Collection. If you guys are into Spirit jerseys, go check out the Vault Collection at any Disney Vault store. But we saw this one at the Animal Kingdom. And then we got to see the Mickey Ice Cream Bar collection is out, Chip. The Loungefly, the ears, the Crocs. It is all scented like chocolate, Chip. And I don't mean chocolate chip. Chocolate. I mean chocolate, comma, chip. Let's clear that up. So, yeah, I mean, look, we've talked about this before. It does smell. It smells like cheap chocolate.
Wait, when you say that it does smell, that doesn't really bring good thoughts to my mind.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
It stinks. It stinks, Chip.
It has a smell. Like, no, and it's good. It reminds you of chocolate. But look, you and I grew up in Pennsylvania. I grew up by Hershey, closer to Hershey than you. Hershey, PA has a scent of chocolate, and you're like, oh my, that is chocolate, and it's in the air, and it permeates everything, and it's wonderful. This does not have that scent to it.
So you would not want to walk around with a Spirit jersey on, smelling that all day long?
No, I would not. It's like smelling one of those like gold coin chocolates.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's there, but it's not there.
See, this is a missed opportunity. Disney could have partnered with Mars. Is Mars who?
Yeah, M&M Mars. Yep.
Yeah, they should have partnered with them and pumped in the scent of a Snickers bar or something.
Oh my gosh, or even an M&M. I would have accepted an M&M. So yeah, check out that collection is here. And surprisingly, look, we just started Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and Chip, the next day, 2023 calendars appeared at Walt Disney World. Little early for that, my friends.
They're 16-month calendars, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the first month is. So I was confused, man. I don't know. We did get over to Epcot also. I do my Sundays with the family, ride Guardians of the Galaxy with my daughter and my wife. So I wasn't going to work, but yet work I did because I don't know how to put the camera down. No, it's one of those. Anyway. We're in there anyway. Let's just take some pictures. It takes no time. We saw the brand new blue Mickey Crocs. We'll call them the Mickey Happy Crocs because there's a adult version and a junior version. The junior version has Happy written across it. The adult version does not. Still the same color blue, like a denim blue. So you can check out the new Crocs that are over there. The Lime monorail, Chip, is running again. We got to ride in it. They have refurbished the Lime monorail, and it was back on the line going from Epcot to the Ticket and Transportation Center. Clean, refurbished, looks new. Everything works. Air conditioning.
Did it smell good?
It did. It did not smell like because it was so. It actually had a new car smell to it. That's not going to last long.
So you would rather smell like the monorail than a chocolate Spirit jersey?
I would rather have a new car smell than the chocolate on the Spirit jersey smell. Speaking of transportation, the Friendship boats have been repainted. Well, some of them have. They have a new color scheme. They now have like a blue top, a red outline, and a white bottom, keel. I don't know, whatever you call on a boat. Walt Disney World Transportation logo is on there. We spotted it doing the run between Morocco and World Showcase. What is that? Port of Entry. So, yeah, you guys can see the new Friendship boats. They've been cleaned up and refurbished. They're doing one at a time. So new ones should come out probably every few weeks.
Can I say the movie Step Brothers ruined anytime people talk about boats for me?
You can say that, and I'm not going to continue the conversation, though. Because that's... yeah, we're just going to move on. It's going to take too much time to go over that movie with you. We did take a Friendship boat out of Epcot and went over to the boardwalk area over obviously the Boardwalk Resort and Hotel. The new Boardwalk Deli has reopened. And really, it's the Boardwalk Bakery that has been refurbished into the Boardwalk Deli because they're putting a bakery next door to it.
Did you say Delery?
Delery. Did I say Delery? I may have said Delery. You don't know what, dude, Chip, I am just riffing here, man. I'm just going. You are hearing one stream of conscious just going off.
Is that a cross between a bakery and a deli?
Yeah, it's a New York deli.
Okay.
You get your deli goods and a cannoli, which is what the Boardwalk Deli has now. Check out our Instagram and check out our over at chipandco.com. We wrote an article about it. We put up a bunch of pictures, made a really cool reel, had some great stuff. Mark did a great job putting a reel together that kind of explained everything we had and what we thought. So please go check that out. I love some of the deli stuff. I'm really upset about the Italian hoagie there, so we won't get into that today. Furthermore, before we get back to night 2 of Mickey's Not So Scary, I want to talk about they released brand new, just in time for Mickey's Not So Scary, a Haunted Mansion dress, Chip, from the dress shop. They run for like $128.99 or something. Mm-hmm. But it had Madame Leota on the dress and Hatbox Ghost, I want to say. So obviously this is going to be sold at Disneyland also, because they wouldn't just put Hatbox Ghost only on for Walt Disney World. So the dress is quite interesting. It's very black and shiny and really cool looking. And then Dooney and Burke, they released a new Haunted Mansion bag also. So just in time for the spooky season, there's a whole lot of new Haunted Mansion merch, from pajamas and shirts and coats and everything in between, bags and dresses for the Halloween season. So,
well, it's the best time of the year to release it, not February.
Would you say it's the most wonderful time of the year?
No, that's Christmas.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's go to commercial before we go night 2 of media night here.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, Diz Life Mark here, and I want to tell you all about the official travel partner here at Chip & Company. Let our good friend Sarah at Destination to Travel help you plan your next Disney vacation. Sarah specializes in planning dream vacations for your family. She's an authorized Disney vacation planner, and she can help with every step of your magical vacation. The best thing is that her services are 100% free. Want to travel beyond Disney? Sarah has you covered there too. Want to find out more? Fill out a trip request form over at the website at Chip & Co. or email her directly at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com. What are you waiting for? Start planning that dream vacation today. Email her at sarahsolberg@d2travel.com.
Chip, got to make those travel arrangements. So let's go over to night 2, Chip. Over at Mickey's Not So Scary. I love that music. Like, that's the perfect music for this.
You like that, don't you?
I do. So
Good for
check
something.
in, obviously, for media night is outside. They gave us our badges and gift cards and
Light
all
up
the wonderful
badges.
thing. Yeah. So let's get into the badges. Those badges.
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 Badges. We don't need no stinky badges.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't need them that night. The light up. They gave us a light up necklace that lit up like pure white LEDs, which did not match anybody else's light up anything. So when it got
I
dark
keep
out
track of you.
and the media had to go from point A to point B, you would just see this long line of these white LED people walking down the street as like a group. It was so funny.
Did
Look,
the person in the front have a flag like the Brazil tour?
I would have hoped so. Like, you could have wrangled us. Like, you know how Disney does the media wrangle thing? Like, they just kind of make sure we all go together.
Mhm.
It was that, but we had spread out all the way down Main Street to go from the parade route to the firework viewing area. And it was the funniest thing. It looked like we were our own parade, doing our own Boo to You parade, going up Main Street instead of down Main Street.
Did you hear like, who are these guys?
No, look, we're lucky to be part of Disney media when invited to Disney media events. And a lot of other big names in the industry are also out there. So a lot of people are like, oh, there's that person. Oh, there's that person. Oh, there's this person. And so you kind of look like you're being paraded down the street by Disney. And they do a fabulous job, which, by the way, I want to give a shout out to the staff over at Casey's Corner, the cast members over there. They were so good. Like, Holly and I and Mark were in line and we're making a few jokes. And I made a joke and the girls and Holly and Mark were like, shut up. And the girl behind the counter was like, that's funny. By the way, we love Chip & Co. Thank you guys so much for doing the news and doing everything you do, because it's so bright and pleasant and we love reading it. Most of us here read it. So
How,
I wanted to
how
say,
did they know you were from Chip & Co?
well, I also have a shirt that says Chip & Co. and a hat that says Chip & Co. So if you can't tell that I'm with Chip & Co., it's on you.
Oh, I didn't realize you were hoarding advertising last night.
Oh, I figured that's why we own the shirts, is to, yeah, I wore the shirt,
I
man.
always forget to bring mine.
Dude, it has Dale on it. Like, why wouldn't I wear it?
Yeah, I need to. Next time I come, I'll actually for my cruise, I'll probably wear that.
Yeah, I bound it as Dale. So I was like, it's perfect. So anyway, I want to say thank you to the cast members that work at Casey's Corner. Y'all were amazing. So yeah, we got our badges. I wanted to talk about allergy friendly bags, Chip, because we picked up the allergy friendly bag that night because we wanted to experience everything so everybody gets to know what's going on. So they have these lighter blue bags that you can get from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, and it lets people know that you are allergy friendly. You can still go trick-or-treating at all the trick-or-treat places. Instead of getting candy, what you get is a redemption chip, okay? And it's a small blue, like, poker chip that they put in your bag so the kids can still trick-or-treat, but it's allergy-friendly. You then go over and redeem them for allergy-friendly candy. And I actually have, I'm looking through the pictures. I have pictures of exactly what they give you. If I can get to them. Yeah, we have it, Chip, somewhere in here. Where is it,
I
Chip?
see Werther's sugar-free candy.
Right, and you can get chocolate candy bars, chocolate bars from Enjoy Life. Yeah, there's gummy
Yum Earth.
bears. There's sweet tarts. Yeah, so all allergy free, Yum Earth, free to be. Really, I think Disney does an amazing job. It is sponsored by Werther's, and it is Werther's original sugar-free, allergy-friendly offerings that
Dude,
you
I would
can
totally
pick
eat
up.
that. Those items are stuff that I eat because I don't eat a lot of sugar. I would totally go for that stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. We got to then, so the media thing at 7:00, they asked us to come over and meet them and kind of go through the queue that we go through where Disney shows off the new merchandise. They have tables. They have the designers normally there talking about some of the new stuff. They show off the food to us, and we are able to get some amazing photos and images and talk to the people in charge. Which Sharon was over there. We want to say thank you, obviously, to Allison and a few other people who, make our jobs really easy over there. And they do such a fabulous job dealing with media and getting the information out to the people, which is what we do. We get all this information out to everybody. So a big thank you again for inviting us out. Let's talk about some of the merch they have. They have a lot of stuff that is on Shop Disney and available in the parks. We got to see some really cool. They had the new ears out, Chip, that are spider webs, and then on the outside of the spider web where the Mickey ear is, the outside is lit up. I thought that was really cool. They have some new serving trays. They have the costumes which I thought was really cool. They were showing off some of the disability costumes. So if you happen to be have a wheelchair, they have costumes for people who have a wheelchair. They have costumes for dogs. They have costumes for everybody. They try and make everything inclusive. So if you have a disadvantage in any way or a special advantage, they have costumes for you.
Do you have pictures or video of this? I
have pictures and video, I believe.
Okay. Do you think maybe you can pop that on Instagram? I'd like to check it out.
Absolutely can. We got to see the Not So Scary Halloween party and fall stuff that is going to be for sale all over Walt Disney World Resort this year. Really some cool stuff. Some very loud stuff also. I like the new Spirit jersey. I like the shirt that has Mickey and Pluto and all the characters on there. I love the Mickey hat. I have the black one. I want to get the pumpkin one this year. They had some pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns set up for us to see. They were giving us away pins, which I didn't even realize until the end. They have some really cool glasses that they're for selling this year, like beer stein glasses. I don't think I can say beer, but they're larger glasses that hold a refreshing liquid. I don't know. So we also got to see some of the Shop Disney stuff. A lot of books were for sale this year.
I like those ears that lit up and that were spider webs.
Yeah, I thought they were great. I liked how they light up. Some new candles, some new scents are coming out. They had giant, what do you call them? Plush Sanderson sisters for sale.
Did I see this right? Did I see our friend Sam wearing the shirt that they had for sale?
He was wearing the shirt they had for sale. And it looked good on him.
Yeah, it's really busy for me.
It's very busy. But you know what? He's not the only one who was like, I love this shirt. Mark Valentine also was like, I have to buy that shirt. And I looked at him like he was crazy for a few minutes. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I love it. So some people love that.
Did you get a chance to touch the Hocus Pocus characters? Because they look like Squishimals.
They are Squishmallows.
Okay.
Yeah, they let us get handsy if we wanted to.
Nice. I'm going back looking at our pictures now.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. And you can see some of the video of everything. Like I think there's a video that goes and I actually get down on my hands and knees to show the dog and the other thing. That's merchandise. Check that out. We're gonna make sure that all of it goes up. We have a lot of selection already up on Instagram. Food wise, Chip, they showed off a lot of the food. The Monster Book Pop-Tart looking thing that is filled with buffalo chicken, looks really good. The hot dog, the painted hot dog was there. What?
The Pop-Tart thing didn't taste good. People were expecting it to be sweet, and it's actually savory.
No, and that's what I was looking for. And I'm going to get to, you know what? I'll talk about it now. We got the new, what is it called? I just lost what it was called.
Pimento cheese hamburger?
No. I'm going with the corn on the cob sweet almond cake.
Okay.
Sweet almond cake, corn on the cob, which looks like it should be savory, and it's amazing. It looks like corn on the cob, my friend, with some candy corn on it. You go bite into it, and it's cake. It is the sweetest thing in the world. It's good.
It looks just like corn on the cob. So they basically fooled you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they fooled me. So I'm okay if that Monster Book chicken buffalo thing looks like it's sweet and it turns out savory, because I would rather have had savory at this point than sweet looking at this corn on the cob.
So they tricked you, not treated you.
They tricked me and not treated me. Yeah, they showed off some of the shakes that they have. They showed off the Oh My Gourd. Oh My Gourd. Come get your Oh My Gourd here.
What's that milkshake looking thing with the RIP stone at the top?
Yes, the I don't actually have the name of that, but that is like green apple, and then they have that straw that comes with it, and that's, oh my gosh, I wish I could remember where that was sold, Chip, and I don't remember off the top of my head.
Good.
It does, and on Friday when I go again, that's what I'm getting.
You're going to 2 days?
I'm going again in 2 days, my friend, and then I will not go again this year. I will be on to Christmas. No, I'm going. My brother-in-law works for Disney, and he's going that night. So he asked if I wanted to go, and I was like, "Yup," because I'm a glutton for punishment, Chip. I haven't stopped in so many days that my legs hurt, and I'm just going to keep going until they fall off.
Hey, we should do a live of the fireworks.
I
think everybody at home wants to see the fireworks live.
Well, look, speaking of live,
you like how I call you out on?
Yeah. Speaking of live, man, we did the live for the parade last night and had an amazing audience. Like, we haven't been live for a while, and the numbers were where they were, and we were like, okay. And then all of a sudden we went live last night, and man, people showed up, and I was really happy that people showed up and watched along with us for the parade. We had one of the best spots in the world for the parade. They put us right down on Main Street at Town Square, right where the track split. So we were at that center point. Oh my gosh, man. It was the best spot I've ever seen a parade in.
I was sharing your live everywhere too.
Yeah, thank you so much. No, look, it helps us out. It was great. I loved my chat went away halfway through it, so I couldn't see if people were talking. And I couldn't see how many were watching it. So Holly was moderating it and kept on sending me numbers. And I was very happy and very pleased with doing that. Nice. We did get to go on, watch the Headless Horseman come down that day. He actually was there. You can go to our Facebook group. So the Headless Horseman rode that night. We were really happy to see that. The Headless Horseman is an icon of Boo to You and that parade, Chip. So he was riding again. I thought that was excellent. That was one of the things we missed from the opening night. We got to watch Max as Powerline.
Elvis Stitch?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to that in a second.
Oh, you're going further down on the list.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to go through some stuff real quick. We are running out of time, and I'm trying to get through some of this. Yeah, let's talk characters real quick, because I don't need to talk about the parade too much more. We got over, again, to the Monster Scream-A-Ween Ball, and we got to see George Sanderson with Soli and Mike Wazowski. We took a right, and where Star Commander, that little spot is over by the exit to the shooting game. Buzz Lightyear, thank you, the shooting game. There's a little Star Commander spot, and Elvis Stitch was there, my friend.
Nice.
Unfortunately, yesterday was also the anniversary of the passing of Elvis. So it was really cool to see Elvis Stitch on that day. And he was a hunk of burning Stitch, man. He was awesome. We got to see Tweedledee and Tweedledum that day. We saw Genie that day. I mean, we saw Alice. We saw the Mad Hatter. The Queen of Hearts was walking around over in that area by right before the teacups in Tomorrowland. There was characters everywhere. We got to see the Winnie the Pooh and the 100 Acre Wood Friends. Yeah. So then we got, they marched us. I'm going back to the parade. They marched the media from our parade spot, and they gave us a spot over at the West Viewing Plaza in the hub, which is in that grass area, which they didn't overpack it. It was, they invited all of our families out to go with us. So it was really nice to sit there with the family and just, I mean, literally I sat there on the hub watching, what is that? Not so spooky, spectacular fireworks over my head. Basically, it was magical, Chip. Just so magical. I want to thank you, Disney, for having us out and giving us another magic moment in our lives.
I'm working on a video of all the characters from just the Halloween party.
Yeah, there's a lot, man. Like I'm not even thinking of all the ones we actually saw because there's more than just that.
Even the ones inside of Pirates.
Right. And that's where I was going to go next after these fireworks things, because now I'm jumping all over the place and confusing you. After the fireworks, Mark and I ran to Pirates and got in there almost first. So there was no wait at all. But as you walk in, there is live pirates, Chip. They're not being mean, but they're definitely having fun with you.
Okay.
So there's 2 or 3 that are outside in the queue itself. One's hiding behind some bars. Another one is right as you about to go on the ride. I didn't see the other one because we went through the other direction. And then when you're riding the attraction itself, when you're actually on Pirates of the Caribbean, you actually see like the pirates are asking you, like telling you to make some noise, and they're joking with you about stealing your bounty or your booty. Yes, it is pirate lingo. Yeah, so there was like 5 to 7 pirates out there on the ride, which made the attraction so good. Like, that is such a good thing to go in and see. If you're going to ride a ride, make sure you go on Pirates. Make sure you go on Space Mountain, because I'm going to talk about Space Mountain next.
Okay.
Over at Space Mountain, Chip, one of the most wonderful things happened. There is no overlay inside anymore. The overlay is on the building itself. So, you know, the iconic roof to Space Mountain, obviously. Mm-hmm. They now have a light show of LED lights on there that light up, and they twirl and they dance and they change colors, and then they go in between each line so they could do multiple colors all at the same time. And then at one point, there is spaceships blasting off and flying around on Space Mountain's roof. It's spectacular at nighttime. And then they turned on the lights for Tron for the building at the same time. So we had Tron and the lights on Space Mountain. And I'm telling you, when Tron opens up and if Space Mountain's going at the same time, it's truly spectacular. Like, you felt like you were at a Disney World theme park at nighttime.
There's that
tremendous.
Spectacular.
Yeah. Spectacular. We went and actually rode Space Mountain. The trick on that one, Chip, there's nothing. It's blackness. It is pure, utter blackness. There's no lights on. It makes that ride 100 times better. There's no whirring sound. There's no weird stuff. Like, as you get on the ride, it is deathly dark. It is spooky, man. It is so crazy. After we got off Space Mountain, it was time to grab some food. So we got the pimento cheese hamburger with andouille sausage and dill pickle.
Yum.
Chip, you know you don't want to eat at 11:45 on a Tuesday night? A pimento cheese hamburger with andouille sausage and dill pickle. I am still having stomach issues from a pimento cheese hamburger with andouille sausage and a dill pickle. Man, was that the pimento cheese excellent. Like it burned my mouth a little bit. It burned my stomach a whole lot, but it was the right spice. It all worked together really well, but man, it's another one of those where I am feeling it the next day. I'm still verping it up.
That's a very southern dish.
Oh yeah, that is. And that
South will
andouille
rise
sausage
again.
is great. Oh, it rises again. I'll tell you what. And then to finish this all off, Chip, finally, the show that we have been waiting on for 2 whole nights happened at midnight. We got to finally see the Hocus Pocus villain Spelltacular. It put a spell on us. We were so happy to finally get to see it. It was a perfect night from the beginning to the end. Disney treated us so well. We got special fireworks showings, or not fireworks showings, special seating for the fireworks, special seating for the parade, and we were able to bring the Chip & Co. fans along with us for the parade. Maybe next time we will do the fireworks. We'll talk about that later. But
yes, do it.
Personally, from Chip & Company, we want to thank Disney for inviting us out. Just a great night. I have a new admiration for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I think it's really well done. Disney is back in full mode after the last few years of how it's kind of been lesser. They added some new stuff to this year. They did take away a few things. A few characters were not, like, I didn't see Cruella out. I didn't see the 7 Dwarves, but it was made up by other characters that were out. So it definitely offset each other. There's more entertainment. There's more offerings. By the way, trick-or-treating at the end of the night, Chip, we have 4 bags full of candy in my house right now. 4. There was 3 of us there. I have 4 full bags. I don't know where the extra bag came from, but I'm going to have to be testing my blood sugar a whole lot over the next few days. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our review of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We can now move on, Chip. What do we have ahead of us?
I have Dollywood in a few days.
Oh man, I cannot wait to hear about Dollywood. Ride. What's the eagle ride? The
Lightning
Wild
Rod?
Eagle? No,
Oh.
you gotta, of course you got to do the eagle. Whatever the eagle is.
Screaming Eagle?
That may be it. The one on top of the mountain that you can see from everywhere.
Yeah.
That looks a whole lot bigger than it is. Still impressive. So, Chip, we have, we're going to go over to Tutto Italiano and have dinner this week. I do believe my anniversary is coming up this next week, if I can figure out what day it is today. It's been a long few weeks, so I'm going to take a break for today. I'm taking a break, man.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were going back again on Friday.
Yeah, I'm going back again. Of course, somebody's got to get Jack and Sally.
Yeah.
Now I can wait in line, and I won't feel bad because I've done everything else.
Maybe if you do it first thing, it won't be too bad.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's all I'm missing, man. You give me a list, I'm going to go through the whole list and be like, check, check, check. Oh, I didn't get that. Check, check, check. I'm going to mark off everything on the list eventually. So, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, please remember chipandcompany.com, chipandco.com, Instagram, Chip and Company, Twitter. Where else can they get us? Oh, YouTube. Please go check out all the stuff that we've talked about tonight is pretty much up on our YouTube page. So please go check out all the videos. You can watch some of the stuff that we filmed live for you guys. And the parade's up there 2 times. So there is everything you need about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We hope you enjoyed it. And as always, my friend Chip, you get the last word.
Delery.
Delery. It's a bakery in a deli. I'm telling you, it's a delery. We sell stuff on the street corner. You want a hot pocket? A hot pocket? Why would I say a hot pocket? That joke doesn't work. You want a pastrami on rye and a cannoli? I gotcha. Hey, kid.
Boardwalk Deli here.
Boardwalk Delery. We got a delery. Uncle Sam's coming. You want to get your delery? On that note, we can end it.
Okay.
As I'm going to end it my way, Chip, from now on. In in an homage to Tron, which we have a whole lot of Tron coming up with the opening of Tron, hopefully soon, and the 40th anniversary. And we will just say end of line.